this is Elaine with Anabellas. Welcome back to Flosstube number 84. I'm very happy that you're here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm very happy that you found me. I hope you'll take a minute and look up and go ahead and subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell. That's really important. That will just simply notify you when I upload a new video or I've got some fun news to share. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back every week, spending a little bit of time with me on Friday morning before you start your weekend. I hope that you know how very much I appreciate you. You guys mean the world to us. And we are trying to hit the next milestone of 10,000 subscribers. So please be sure to share my channel with your stitchy friends and your quilting friends and your paper crafting friends, and ask them to go ahead and subscribe as well. I would appreciate that. So I've got lots to share with you today. I've got a bear story, which I'll start off with when we get to my life update. I have some new Anabellas releases, all of the things autumn and all of the things Christmas, as well as our BellaBoards I'm going to share with you. And then we did get some new arrivals in the shop this past week that aren't expo related. So I'll go ahead and share some of those things with you as well. So why don't we get started? I want to just real quick let any new viewer know what my philosophy is here at Anabellas. I've been stitching and paper crafting and quilting for many, many years. And what I've learned along the way is that I am perfectly imperfect, and it is certainly okay to be so. So whether you are quilting or paper crafting or stitching, you know, be gentle with yourself. If you make a mistake along the way, don't be so hard on yourself. Go ahead and complete your project and proudly display it or gift it to a friend. You know, it's perfectly okay to be perfectly imperfect. I know I certainly am. And if you are new to my channel, sometimes not sometimes, it seems like every week, I just give a real quick life update. So if you want to just scoot ahead and skip this part, feel free. It should be a fun story though, if you want to stick around. So let me just tell you, everybody, what happened the other day. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. It's likely that you already have seen this picture. But Terry and I were watching TV, minding our own business. Bird feeder was in. We hadn't cooked on the grill. There was no food outside. We did have our living room window open, and look what came up to our window. I don't know if you can see him. That is my couch. That is my window. We were sitting just on the other side here that's the love seat that's against the couch. And then we have our long couch. So we were sitting this way, and look at him. He came right, he was within, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet of our couch. Don't know why he was there. Don't know why he didn't use the stairs and felt it was important to climb the wood house with his bear claws. We now have bear claws marks all up and down that wood. The stairs are right there, so he could have just come up the stairs very kindly, but he chose not to do that. Scared the you-know-what out of both of us. And the poor dogs went absolutely crazy. So he, I don't know, you know, he is a big bear. Look at those bear claws, those bare feet. I don't know, he scared us. So, took about 20 years off my life, you know, pretty much. Really, all joking aside, we have no clue why he came to visit. The only thing I can think of is that I had baked a cherry pie earlier in the day, maybe 3 or 4 hours early, and the windows, you know, we leave the windows open. So maybe he smelled my pie, which was already in the refrigerator, but I don't know. So, you know, we're hyper diligent about bringing in the bird feeders and not leaving hummingbird food outside. And, you know, we don't eat out on the porch. We just have to learn, I guess, to, you know, we're living in their territory. They're not living in ours. So we just have to be super, super aware. Some folks had, thank you so much for all your recommendations too. Some folks had recommended getting like a horn. We're petrified that will really hurt our little dog's ears. We have 2 little Yorkies. But somebody else said pots and pans, and Elaine is going to keep some right at her feet, you know, and bang some pots and pans. And then, you know, when we take them outside, Terry does put them on a leash when he goes at night. You know, after dusk, he puts the dogs on leashes. We don't just let them out to roam our yard. They're never allowed to do that. So, you know, but we have other wildlife. We have turkeys and we have elk and there's deer and, you know, Maggie Valley, you'll see an elk literally walking down the street. So You know, sad, but not so sad. You know, they're beautiful to see, but we're kind of taking over their land, and, you know, they're running out of places to go, even here in the mountains. And it's overpopulated. There's a lot of elk. So there you go. That's my life. That's all I've got for you, because that, like I said, that took away, you know, my life, you know, 10 years off the life. So we'll let Mr. Bear go on his merry way. Other than that, last week we ate out quite a bit, you know, simply because we're getting ready for Expo and, you know, still trying to set everything up here at the shop. So kind of been crazy busy. Terry did get to play golf a couple times. You know, I went ahead and said, okay, because I know that come next week when Expo orders start coming in, it'll be a long 2 or 3 weeks before he's allowed to go back on the golf course. So anyway, okay, so why don't we jump into some stitchy stuff, because that's what everybody came here to see, right? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you my FFOs for our releases that we sent out last week, earlier this past week in our Expo newsletter. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is our All the Things Autumn series. And I don't know where they all are. Okay, I've got 4 to show you. So the first is our big All the Things Autumn chart. So this is it here. I finished it off on just a piece of a thin frame that I found at, I believe this was Hobby Lobby. Could have been Michael's, not sure. It doesn't say on the back. So I must say it probably is Michael's, because I haven't been to Hobby Lobby. I keep forgetting that I'm not driving down to Asheville. So this is All the Things Autumn, and it's so fun because it is all the things we love about autumn. There's pumpkins and crows and you know, the little owl, and there's some candy, and there's some, you know, candied apples, and then we have this little guy, this crow, you know, some corn, just a lot of fun, and pretty leaves and acorns and crows and a basket full of pumpkins and going on a hayride. So All the Things Autumn. Now the series is called All the Things Autumn, as well as the main chart. So when you purchase the chart, obviously this is the chart here. And then I have 4 other designs in the series. So I'll show you the 4 others now, but I just love this. And the colors just pop. It's nice and bright and, you know, vibrant. And this was stitched on 25 count potato Lugana, as were the other 4 designs in the series. So there you go. Then next in the series is our Autumn Scarecrow, which he is just so stinking cute. So look, and I know we see a lot of scarecrows. Everybody does scarecrows, but I just couldn't resist. And I finished him off on this easel that they had at Michael's. And I just finished it with some Chelsea's checks. And then this is from Corey Yoder's series, Cozy Up. This fabric here, it's like little green dots. And I just double matted it and framed him. And then I just, you know, used my hot glue gun and put some nice fall foliage on there. And this can stand up on your table, and certainly, you know, you can finish it any way that you'd like, but that's the way I chose to do it. So there you go. And I think this frame is it says $16.99 on the back, but I you know, I had a coupon, so. But how nice is that? And I really like it. So there's Mr. Scarecrow. And I think he's just called Scarecrow or Autumn Scarecrow. Isn't that pretty? I love his face. He's so funny. All right, so there's that one. Ooh. Then I've got 2 more. Let me put this up here so you can see them. This is Welcome. Now it just says Welcome to the Nut House, but this is Welcome. And again, this is just, you know, 2 little crows, happy as can be, sitting on their acorns, you know, and getting ready to go back inside of their little nut house. And I finished it off with this great fabric that I had. I haven't put my finishing on here yet. See, perfectly perfect. I'll do that later today. But see the pretty fabric? It just goes so well. So there you go. That's Welcome. Pretty fall pillow. And then last but not least is our Pretty Leaves and Pumpkins Please. And I put this in a little crate again, that I got at Michael's. And on the other side of the crate is this. So you could actually display it, you know, either way, any way that you'd like. So let me move my finger so you can get a better look. There you go. Pretty leaves and pumpkins, please. And then I just put in some fall leaves and pretty white flowers, dahlias, I think they are. So there you go. And then there's one more chart in the series that I don't have here because it's a virtual chart because I didn't get a chance to finish stitching it. Let me get a sip of coffee. I'm scratching my throat. I didn't get a chance to finish that off. So you'll see a virtual stitch, and that is called Pumpkin Patch. So Pumpkin Patch is the 5th in the All the Things Autumn series. Then I'm going to show you a couple of our Simple Smalls. This is our Halloween Simple Smalls. I'm going to show you 2. I believe there's 5 or 6 in the series. You can see the rest of them in the Etsy shop. Oh, actually I have 3 to show you. The first one is The Witch is In. So how cute is that? Just a real quick, simple stitch. And I put this on a frame I found at Michael's, came just like this. I just matted it and placed it right there, and boom, I was done. So there you go, The Witch is In. The next is Which Way to the Candy. And again, this is a great frame I found at Michael's. Fits perfectly. Which Way to the Candy. And last that I have to show you, but there's 2 more in the series. This is When Witches Go Riding. And you can see the top there. I finished this on another board that I bought. Actually, this is another board I got at Michael's. It actually was a Christmas display, but you know, I needed it for fall, so. And then I finished this in the Stitching with the Housewives stripes in orange and black, and just mounted that first, and then I went ahead and put When Witches Go Riding right on top of it. So there you go. Those are 3 of our Halloween Simple Smalls. So you can check the other 2 out in the shop. Then I'm going to now show you our All the Things Christmas. Probably my favorite of our All the Things series that we've done so far. There are 5 designs in the series. Each is sold separately, just like All the Things Autumn. Each is sold separately. And the first is the large All the Things Christmas chart. So here you go. I put a little gingham bow on top, stuck a little candy cane button, wrapped a little bit of greenery around it, and got this at Michael's. And I did paint this in Christmas red, and went ahead and just matted this and put it right on there. Now I can display this on a shelf standing up. I can choose to hang it however you'd like to put it, you know, display it. But there is All the Things Christmas with your reindeer and your candy canes and your Santa. And can you see his glasses? Look at how cute he is. And we've got some cookies, and there's his sleigh, lots of snowflakes and a stocking, presents, a little bit of holly. Just love it. So pretty. So that is All the Things Christmas. I'm running out of space. Next in the All the Things Christmas series is our Christmas train, my favorite. Here is Merry Christmas Train. Just look at that. And I did the same thing. I purchased the paddle at Michael's, just painted it Christmas red, and there you go. And you don't have to be a young child to enjoy Christmas trains. I certainly plan to have this in my house over the holidays, which you will see when I do my Christmas home tour. But there is Merry Christmas Train. And like I said, this chart is also sold separately, so you can pick and choose what you like out of any of the series. I thought it was a nice way to allow you to save a little bit of money with your stitchy dollars than to put everything in a book. Some folks, you know, that can be a little bit pricey. So rather than make you buy all 5 designs, I thought, well, why don't we just let them pick and choose which ones they like, and then, you know, price them affordably. So we've done that for you. Okay, I have 3 more to show you in the series. Next is our Christmas sleigh. That is Santa's fancy sleigh. Just a little bit of back stitching with the bows. And I finished this off on a tin that I got from Hobby Lobby last year, I believe. And I just found these little plastic Christmas balls that I bought. And I had some, this is like wired ribbon that I just used to glue around here. Look what I did. That's my burn from the hot glue gun. I really shouldn't be allowed to use those. And then I put a couple little candy canes there. And I'm just going to put this on my shelf at home, put some garland, just glued some garland down. But there you go. That is our Christmas sleigh. Love the colors. I'm ready. Almost. Okay, 2 more. Next is cookies and candy canes. Santa loves cookies and candy canes. And this is just finished off with a little bit of Christmas. A little bit of Christmas fabric. I believe this is Sunday Stroll, just in the red, on white dots on red. So there you go, cookies and candy canes with a little note to Santa. And then last in our All the Things Christmas series is Ho Ho Ho. Just a real quick stitch, a little pillow. Again, there's our Santa with his glasses, and there's Rudolph with his red nose, and the bag full of Christmas presents getting ready to head off to be delivered on Santa's pretty sleigh. And I finished that off as well. So there you go. Those are All the Things Christmas. Fun, huh? We had fun making those. Those are fun. All right, now let me do this. Let me show you our BellaBoards that we have. Right now we have 5 colors in our BellaBoards, and I picked out 5 more yesterday, which I'm painting up now and doing everything I have to do with them. Those will debut in September. But the 5 that I'm going to show you today are both available in 4x6 and 4x4. So here is an example of a 4x6. This is one of our simple smalls. And the reason that we decided to offer these BellaBoards is that so many of you stitch up our simple smalls and really want a quick and easy way to finish them off. If you're looking to stitch something quickly, then you're probably looking to finish something quickly. So Terry and I thought about it and said, well, why don't we just go ahead and make our BellaBoards available? So these are 2 sizes. We will be having other sizes and other designs coming soon. But just to start off with the expo, the Needlework Expo, these are the 5 colors that are debuting. So that is an example. Your board comes fully painted on all 4 sides. This is an example of our Christmas red. So that's a nice pretty color. Okay. And these are 1 inch thick. They're very sturdy. You can put them on a shelf. As you can see, you can put them on a tiered tray, you can display them on a coffee table, and of course you can turn them any way that you want. You don't have to mount something horizontally, you can certainly mount something vertically. So this color is our pretty Christmas red. Then next we have Christmas green. Here is another example of a BellaBoard done in the Christmas green. This is our gingerbread cookies. There's the top, and this is Christmas green, and this is how the block will come to you. Okay, it's nice, finished nicely. All 4 sides are painted for you, and again, you can display it either way. And I did mention that we will be selling some of the doodads that we use in our finishing for any of our simple smalls moving forward that I finish and can make those things available to you. And then you'll have the option at the time of checkout to adding a BellaBoard and adding the doodads. Okay. All right, then the other colors in the series, the other colors that we have for the BellaBoards are our Bella Black. Oh, got a little smudge there. Bella Black. There you go. Then we have our vintage white. I just love this. This goes with everything. All right. Then we have our autumn orange. That's great. Autumn orange. And last but not least is our Bella blue. Okay, so those are our 5 colors that are available now, as I said, both in 4x6 and in 4x4. So here's some of the 4x4s. The only one I don't have to show you in the 4x4 is the autumn orange, but this one, oh, I have to see it a little bit more. This is the Christmas red. Then we have our Christmas green, Bella blue, antique white. There you go, antique white. And our Bella black. So very fun. These are not very heavy, so don't feel like, you know, shipping will be a problem. They're just sent first class mail. Now, if you buy more than one, the most affordable way to send them to you and to protect them is just in a padded envelope. So think about that when you're looking, and that will be as many as I can fit in a padded envelope. And if you look, it looks like I can fit 4 BellaBoards in a padded envelope. So you'll get this for, I think a padded envelope is $8.75, so not too bad. So I hope you like those. They're fun. We love them. Okay, let me have another sip of coffee, and I will move on to some of the new arrivals that came into the shop this week. At the end of this video, just like I have the past 3 weeks, the past 2 weeks, this will be week 3, I'm going to have all of the Expo releases that you have not seen yet. Now, let me go through these first arrivals first, and then we'll talk about that. Let me not get too far ahead of myself. Okay, not in any random order, but let's start with Country Cottage Needleworks. So if you are participating in the Nutcracker Village series, this is Dewdrop's Flower Shop. So there you go, the latest release. Look how cute that is. Ready to ship in the shop. Go ahead and grab it. It's a wonderful, wonderful series. And if you haven't started it, go ahead and check out this series. Country Cottage Needleworks does some lovely, you know, designs that are in series. So there's quite a few to choose from. This one happens to be Nutcracker Village. Very, very popular. And we do have a Facebook group. You'll see the link below if you want to join us and stitch along with us. So that is Dewdrop's Flower Shop. Then Little House Needleworks has Fall on the Farm. That is their series. And there is going to be 12 charts in the series, I believe. And this one is called Wishing You Well. There you go, Wishing You Well. Isn't that neat? Look at I just love the cow with the chicken on his back, the pumpkins, and the wishing well. Let me double check this. It doesn't say. Doesn't say how many are in the series, but I believe there's 12. Don't quote me on that. This might be the last one. If there's 9, this is the last one. If there's 12, then we have a few more coming. There you go. Then Diane also came out with Autumn Petites. I can't keep this in stock. This is flying off the shelf. And she's starting something called Cross Stitch Petites. This is chart 1. So she'll probably have another set for Christmas. But this is called Autumn Petites. So you receive all 4 of these charts in your purchase. This will all come together. How neat. Great for fall. All stitched with Classic Colorworks, and these are 39 by 39, so not too big, about approximately 2 3/4 inches. So, and then I just love this. This is her latest. This is Little House chart number 202. It's called Peace on Earth. Love those houses. Peace on Earth. Just beautiful. And there is 6 Classic Colorworks skeins of floss that she used. The finished size is about 5 by 11, so it's a little bit larger. Stitch count is 175 by 82. And this was stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha. Very pretty fabric. And the framing she had done locally. There you go. So those are the Little House Needleworks releases. Then Shannon Christine, this is old fashioned. I'm not sure I showed this last week, but here it is again. This is old-fashioned. It's hot cocoa. It is beautiful. I just love those colors. Then Misty, this is her last year's design. She has a chart that has come out for Expo that you'll see in the shop that complements this. So here, if you haven't seen this, this is Jingle Jolly Joy. It's one of my favorite Christmas charts that Misty has put out. But I wanted to show it to you in case you're going to buy the companion piece, which I don't have here, but you'll see it in the shop because it's an Expo release. Just type in Luminous Fiber Arts Expo, and if you type in Luminous Fiber Arts Expo in the search bar, then only her Expo items will come up and you will see the companion chart to this. Jingle Jolly Joy. Then we got some things in from Imaginating that are new. Here is Red Work Snowflake Wreath, and this is available both as a kit and as a chart. I think it's gorgeous. Really caught my eye. And the bottle is stitched on 14 count, but of course you can stitch it on any fabric that you'd like. Then we have Full Moon Farm, which is adorable. I'm not sure I have this one in a kit, but this is Full Moon Farm. Look at the owl and the smiling sun and the pumpkins and the basket, bluebird, so pretty. And it says Full Moon Farm, apples, pumpkins, and magic is the little sign. Then Happy Harvest Turkey. This is the chart, the kit that I'm showing you, but it also comes in the shop in just the paper pattern. And this is stitched on 14 count fiddler's cloth in light oatmeal. All the floss is included, including the fabric. And I thought this was such a pretty design. I just love these colors. The blue is so pretty and it's so complimentary. And look at how pretty this part of this pumpkin is, right? So there you go, Happy Harvest Turkey. Then here's another that we also have in paper pattern. This is the chart. This is Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed by Diane Arthurs. And this is stitched on just a 14 count antique white Aida and all DMC floss, which is all included in your chart. So very easy, grab a chart, start stitching, there you go. Okay, and if you prefer the paper pattern, we have that as well. Gertrude's Flying School, I have shown a few times, but we just got in more kits, so I wanted you to see the kit. So look how cute that is. Plenty of time to stitch this up for Halloween. This is on 14 count white Aida with 6 with DMC floss. There you go. How fun is that? I just love those witches. Look at the spider webs. And look at the pumpkins. They all have different expressions. They're so funny. And there you got her witch's brew going over here. That's funny. And then I have some charts to show you. Last but not least is Modern Folk Embroidery. This is a chart that I have shown before, but it was a long time ago. And I wanted to show it again because some folks are starting to think about Christmas stitching. Here is Merry Christmas. That is beautiful. I love that. So it's stitched on 32 count linen or 16 count Aida. And the stitch count is 127 by 32. Nice, huh? Then the Wings of a Dove. This is new. Look how pretty that is. Wings of a Dove. And then last but not least is Fancy and ABC. Let me take this out. Oh. There you go. Fancy and ABC. Isn't that beautiful? There you go. So those are the latest arrivals that have come in. I'm sure I've missed a few, but you know, sidetracked. And like I started to say before I started showing you these, is at the end of this video, I'm going to go ahead and insert all of the newest releases for Expo that you haven't seen yet. And that will include the new JBW designs by Judy Whitman. You'll get to see hers. Who else do we have? Let me think. Let me see if I can pull it up. Well, it doesn't matter, right? You just stay till the end if you want to see. But I know JBW Designs is one of them. And for whatever reason, it's escaping me who the other designer is. But watch, because you might see something that you like. And it's going to lead us to the question of the week when we go to Happy Mail. So before I go to Happy Mail, though, let me just kind of give you some updates on what to expect moving forward now with Expo. Okay, so this is very, very important. You have until Friday, which is today, at 5 o'clock to get your pre-orders in. So Terry and I are begging you, if you're going to place a pre-order, please do so before 5 o'clock. Now, I need to address something that's very important. A lot of people are asking about combined shipping after checkout. We cannot do that. We have hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of orders. We cannot go back and search for orders, combined orders, refund shipping. It is just not possible. And we don't do that ever. But when we have Expo, sometimes the question comes up more often than not. So the gentle way that I try to describe it is, here is just best practices. Whenever you're shopping at Anabellas, and I can't speak for other shops, go ahead and add everything to your cart. You can start a cart today and leave everything in the cart and not check out until next Friday. If you go to check out and something's not there, just shoot me a message. I will add it right back in and you'll be able to check out without a problem. That's a lot easier than, and a lot more affordable than, checking out 4 or 5 times during the week and paying all that extra shipping. We try to give you, some help with your Stitchy dollars by discounting many of our items in our shop by 10%. So we're giving you that 10% discount, not to discount the product, but to help with shipping, because shipping is expensive. And, Etsy charges us a fee on shipping. So, there's a reason behind why Anabellas, does a 10% discount. It's not to, discount the chart per se. It's to help you stretch those Stitchy dollars and help you with your shipping costs. And I did just get an email from the post office that, like they do every year, they're going to be increasing rates between October 2nd through the holidays. So here you go again, right? So best practices when shopping at Anabellas, just like when you're shopping at Target online or any online store, is once you check out, you can't call the store and say, can you go back and combine my order? That just can't happen. And we just can't do that. It's just not feasible. So check out once, okay? And if there's something in your cart that is no longer there, just shoot me a quick message, right, using that message button. I'm very, very responsive. And I'll have to reorder it anyway, because once it's out, I have to reorder it for the shop, unless it's something that's not selling well. But if it's selling well and it's in your cart and it's gone, just let me know, and I promise I'll put it right back in and you can check out right then and there, okay? So that's a little bit about shipping. Now, we do have hundreds and hundreds of pre-orders. So the way that this works is as follows. When you purchased all of your pre-orders, some designers' charts will arrive in the shop before others. Your package will ship when the last pre-order from the last designer you selected arrives. So we may get 4 of your charts in on Monday, but your 5th chart doesn't arrive until Friday or the following Monday. I don't have any way of knowing, but your items will only ship when your very last pre-order item arrives. Keep in mind that if you have or you will be placing pre-orders with designers that are out of the country, you've got to allow for some extra shipping time. For example, Australia. It takes a long time to get stuff from Australia. So, just keep that in mind, okay? Because I don't want you to be disappointed that you're not getting your items quickly. Now, we expect that designers will start shipping pretty promptly after Expo. So we ship in the order that items were received. So we literally start with the oldest order, and that's at the very top of our page, and we just begin to work our way down the list. Okay, so you're going to have to allow us a week or two to get through all the orders and get everything shipped. But I promise you that you will get your items just as fast as possible. Just keep that best practices in mind. Now, I also wanted to tell you that there's a couple of coming soon items that you should be aware of. One is that on Sunday, Stitching with the I believe it's Sunday, Saturday or Sunday. I think it's Saturday. Stitching with the Housewives is going to release their 3 September charts. So if you are looking for those charts, please check into the Etsy shop on Saturday or Sunday, whenever they release. I'll have them posted right away, and you can go ahead and order those. And then those will ship next week. You know, they're not Expo items, they're just happen to be coming out at the same time as Expo. The other coming soon item that I want to mention is Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. We have one of her coming soon items in the shop right now, and then the other one I haven't posted yet, but I know that she's got at least 2 brand new designs that she's put up on Instagram, you know, just as a surprise, letting you know that these are coming soon. So if you love Brenda Gervais and you love With Thy Needle and Thread, stay tuned. Watch my Instagram, watch our new arrivals. As soon as we have those available for pre-order, I will post those for you. And I guess that's it. Retreat. Let's talk a little bit about retreats. Do I have retreat info? Okay, yes, okay. Retreats. All the Things Autumn Retreat is in November. It's with Stitching with the Housewives. We've had a few cancellations and we have a few openings. I'm going to be sending out those emails later today or first thing tomorrow, which would be Saturday. No, I won't be doing it on Saturday at Expo. I'll be doing it today. So sometime today, which is Friday, I'll be sending out the emails to the few folks that are now on the list that have come up for that retreat. So please be sure to check your spam folder. I did have someone last week that didn't do that, and it was more than 48 hours after, and she lost her spot and went back to the bottom of the waiting list. So sorry, but you know, there's a lot of people who want to come to this retreat, and you know, we have to keep it fair for everybody. So we give you 48 hours notice to respond to my email that you're next, and you just have to say, yes, I want to come, or no, I don't want to come, and you know, then I send you the invoice. So that's the All the Things Autumn Retreat, and everyone has received their very special design by Priscilla and Chelsea. Just as a reminder, do not share it on social media, do not share it on Facebook. It is strictly for Anabella's All Things Autumn Retreat, and they have asked that you do not share this chart socially, okay? And All the Things Winter Retreat, our spirit wear will be coming probably in the next 2 weeks. So if you are not a member of the Facebook group for All the Things Winter Retreat and you are a registered guest, please be sure that you send me a request to join the group and I will add you. And then the spirit wear will be available in the next week or so for you to begin shopping for all the fun things that you might want to have with you when you come to South Florida. And then I believe that our All the Things Spring Retreat with Teresa Kogut, registration should be opening soon. So stay tuned. That will be held in Lansing, Michigan. And I know that there's many of you that are really, really excited about coming and spending the weekend with Teresa Kogut and all of us here at Anabella's and with Barbara Johns with Stitching with Grammy. So. Okay, let me jump now to Happy Mail. You'll be so proud of me. All the Happy Mail is out, all the way through Flosstube number 82. So last week, which was Flosstube number 83, the question was, when do you start decorating for fall and when do you start stitching for fall? So be sure to go ahead and look at all those comments and read through them. I did read through quite a bit of them and commented on some. I wasn't able to comment on all. Some lady threw me under the bus this week, as a matter of fact. She unsubscribed to our newsletter, and her reason for unsubscribing was that she put a comment on Flosstube, and because I didn't respond, that means I don't read them, so she was angry. So, you know, here's the thing. I try to respond to everybody's comments, but, you know, sometimes I just don't have the ability to do so. So I try to give you a heart. That just shows you that I am reading the comments. I read every single one of them. But do I sit necessarily and respond to 200 to 300 comments? I don't. And I hope that one day I've got the time to do that. But I try to come before you on Fridays and let you know how much I appreciate you and how much your comments mean. And that I'm sorry if I didn't respond to your particular question or comment. You know, you can always send me an email. I make my email pretty widely available. And we are trying to limit some of our email addresses because some go here and some go there, and depending upon what you're doing and where you're emailing me will dictate how quickly I get back to you. So for all of you floss tubers, the best way to reach me directly is anabellasshop@gmail.com, and I'm going to insert the link below as well as above. So if you need to reach me, anabellasshop@gmail.com. That's the very best way. Okay, and I check my emails probably twice a day, and then also if you have an Etsy order, you should be responding via Etsy and not through emailing me through Gmail. You want to always message me through your order on Etsy, because that allows me to click a button and pull your order up and be able to see what you're talking about, versus if you send me an email and say, hi, I placed an order and when is it going to ship? Oh, I can't help you. Okay, so anyway, that's that. So last week, Happy Meal winners, I digressed. Let me tell you, you will be receiving some Happy Mail. Now, in order to participate, you got to do a couple things. You have to be a subscriber to my channel. You have to have commented on the question posed, and you have to be over 18 so I can ask for your mailing address. So if I call your name, congratulations. Please do send me an email to anabellasshop@gmail.com, and I will get your Happy Mail right out to you. Now, the winners for FlossTube number 83 were Susan Spratling, Maureen Lopez, Cindy McStitcher, Pam S., Nancy Behm, B-E-H-M, and Vicky Van Veldehuizen. I hope I said that right, Vicky Van Veldehuizen. So congratulations. I will be happy to get some Happy Mail out to you just as soon as I can. So for this week, I thought the best question would be, because you're going to see some more Expo releases now, and then that'll be it. Out of all the Expo releases that I've shown you over the past 3 weeks, you can only pick one. What is your number one favorite release? What is the designer and what is the title of the chart? So that if people see it, they can go and check it out in case they want to, see what you're talking about. So please be sure to tell me just one, your favorite release, what was the name of the chart, if you know it, and who was the designer, okay? So I will see you next Friday right here on FlossTube. Please be sure, as a reminder, to get your pre-orders in today by 5. And I hope all of you have a wonderful week ahead. Until next time, be happy, be well, and most of all, be kind. Bye.